Today we will listen to the true inner thoughts of someone with an avoidant personality after separating from someone they love. This is an account from a client with an avoidant attachment style. Actually, my girlfriend was very good to me, she loved me deeply. But in my heart, I still felt she didn't understand me. There has always been a castle in my heart, isolating me from the world. From within my castle, I watched the bustling crowds outside, appreciating my own uniqueness and solitude, lost in my own world. Until that day when I saw her by chance from my window and fell in love at first sight. So I ventured out of my castle, pretending to be witty and humorous, and she responded warmly. During our conversations, I discovered we share similar hobbies and common ideas in many areas. That's when a bold idea suddenly struck me. I wanted to share my castle with her. I was surprised by my own audacity, wanting to let an outsider in. After much thought, I still decided to bring her inside. Later, she grew to like me more and more, and I liked her too. But as time passed, I grew tired of constantly pretending to be that person. I gradually returned to my true self. She noticed my change and would often act out, complaining that I wasn't as caring as before. Every time she was upset, she would break my favorite items inside the castle. I would just watch quietly from the side, neither stopping her nor comforting her. When she grew tired from her outburst, she would run to me asking for a hug. I would smile, hold her, and say it's good as long as you are not angry anymore. But at night, I would take out a little notebook where I wrote down all my beloved broken items. The contents of that little notebook are known only to me. The room we lived in was often cleaned by her, very tidy. But the small room upstairs was always messy. She wanted to go up and clean it for me many times, but I always refused. Because of this, we often argued. She disliked that I still kept my distance from her. But that was the last place in my heart I was unwilling to share with her, my own little paradise. Every so often, I would immerse myself in there, doing nothing, just sitting and spacing out. She would often grow anxious when she couldn't find me. When I reappeared, she would get very angry, upset by my sudden disappearances. But I was just in my own little space, doing my own thing. Things that felt perfectly reasonable to me. Why get so angry? Afterwards, we would end up in arguments. She was angry about my aloofness and solitude. We have been in a relationship for so long. Why are there still things you are unwilling to share with me? Why don't you tell me so many things? Why do you always stay silent when we argue? Yes, this time I was silent again. I once again quietly turned and walked towards the small room upstairs. I locked the door, shutting myself inside. I was in pain too, but I never showed it. For those of us with an avoidant personality, we are experts at causing disappointment and heartache. But I find it hard to perceive the extent of the other person's pain. Actually, sometimes it's not that I don't love you anymore. I just truly need my own space. This need for boundaries is ingrained in me. But some things really aren't something I can change just by wanting to. The roots of my personality can be traced back to my childhood. I was both solitary and starved for affection. When I was little, my parents often argued. Most of the time, they were in a cold war. Short ones lasted 3 days, long ones a week. Every time they had a cold war, I remained silent too. I envied other children who could always act as mediators for their parents. I was different, I also kept silent. Later, when I faced difficulties myself, I habitually chose silence. From then on, whenever I had negative emotions, I closed myself off. When I encountered problems in relationships, I would choose to avoid them. Actually, I didn't come from a particularly bad family. On the contrary, all my family members loved me. But they didn't spend time with me. As a child, I could stay at home alone for a week. No phone, no extracurricular books, nothing. Just my own space and time were that important to me. You always complain that I didn't change, but I really have changed. Before, having a fixed 1-hour phone call with you every night was actually a burden for me. Because the night was the only time I had to myself. At that time, video chatting with you was a way to please you. But later I found that seeing you smile during each video call was also a happy thing. I gradually changed my attitude. I was willing to proactively video call you every night, to chat with you. You didn't know about these small changes. Perhaps you think, aren't these things a boyfriend should do anyway? Actually, I have been subtly changing a lot. Because I am afraid of getting hurt. I am afraid we won't make it to the end. So I didn't love with enough passion from the start. Spending long periods with an intimate partner drains a lot of my energy. I need to be alone to replenish that energy. You are right about your concern. You're checking in on me. I really can't meet your desired level in these aspects. You feel I don't love you as much as before. Actually, it's just that the degree to which I have opened my heart to you has decreased. And with this personality, I am indeed not someone who handles pressure well. I don't ask you to deliberately change your personality either. Everyone is a unique existence. You, deliberately accommodating me, were like me forcing myself to see you every day back then. Actually, not happy. You and I are the same. We both crave the care of our loved one. Every time we argued, you said I ended up listing your faults. Equally sensitive, I failed to perceive your concern. I thought you, complaining and blaming me, had lost patience with me. I am not the son you want, with infinite energy, endlessly warming the other person. I am just a distant egg-shaped planet. Me saying we should separate isn't because my feelings change, my heart aches too. I also see a message and think it might be you looking for me. I also frequently check my phone. I also go to your profile and refresh it again and again. But I truly feel our personalities are not very compatible. My pathological personality is destined to hurt people. But I don't want to hurt you. You, whom I once liked so much and for whom I still have feelings. The love we want is different. I want to be a protector. When you encounter difficulties, I can be the first to help you. But you want a companion. In our future together, I am afraid you would bear more disappointment and sadness. Even though I love you very much, and I am truly very reluctant to let you go, we might really not be suitable for each other.